Hello. Hi, hello. Welcome. Who's all here? Hello. Happy Saturday. Welcome. We're going to be doing some digital art today. Digital doodling. Because I need to. I haven't for a while. Koga-sama, hello. How you doing? I'm gonna have to format a lot of stuff here because it's been a minute since I have used the digital stuff on the stream. Sunburned! Oh no. Where on you are you sunburned? Is it in a spot that's normally very active? Because that sucks. Like if it's got friction and you got sunburn, like, ugh. Okay. On a lake. I'm gonna guess you mean surfboard? What's a supboard? Alright, I'm gonna start customizing this because this is not how I would normally use this. I'm gonna take all these panels out. I haven't used Clip Studio on this computer yet, so it is not formatted for me. And I kind of decided last minute to do it this way, so we're gonna just deal with it. I don't really need that. Colors, color wheel. Yeah, that's important. Layer properties, let's go there for that. Okay, hold on. I need to stop this before it goes someplace else. Like restarting. Okay. Surfboard, but it's meant to be paddled. It's called a supboard? The paddle boards are called a supboard? Wow. Oh wow, you didn't lose your glasses? That is lucky. I know with my luck I would have lost my glasses. Let's see. Oh, this thing at the top is incorrect too. Hold on. Do I even have an image for this? ETC, club cards, and painting. Yeah, I don't even have a digital version of this, so I guess this is going away for now. And we don't need that. Okay. God, I'm gonna have to shrink my screen here so you can see it. Let's play some music. What am I doing? In Finland, cute. Oh. Super curious about the isometric thing. Honestly, I haven't had the time to go make my own isometric grid yet. So what I end up doing is I'll just Google isometric grid and just grab one that's high enough res. I mean, if it works, right? Oh, my damn overlay. It's like in the top. You don't need anything up there. No one uses anything up there. We're fine. We're fine. At least now you can see most of it. No, I'm just really gonna grab it because I know how to make one, but I don't see the point in making your own when you can just grab one that's already done. It seems like a waste of time. So, since every isometric grid is the same, you can do it this way. And sometimes they're squares that are cut in half, and sometimes they're just squares. I go back and forth with whichever kind I like at the time. So sometimes I want one that's got more options, which is the square that's cut in half. So let's grab one. Now when you search for things on Google, you can go into it. Let me just start this over here. So you know, isometric grid, do images, and then go to tools here, okay? And then you can do this for any image you're looking for a bigger version of. Click size and do large, okay? That's gonna help you find an image that's good enough size. And if you need, you know, one for whatever reason. So this one's just the squares. This one is the squares cut in half. And it's kind of a personal choice, whichever you want. The squares cut in half is nice because if you're doing architecture, it's giving you the walls basically right away and you know how to just follow a line. Then you just have to count how many triangles up and such it is. So that's one way. But I think I'll grab one of these blue ones. This one's not bad. But since I'm not selling these or anything and it's for, you know, personal use, it's okay to just grab one. If I was trying to sell it or make money off it, that'd be different. Also, my canvas is about 600 DPI because what I end up doing with a lot of my digital sketches is I'll print them out on watercolor paper and then I'll watercolor them. So they have to be high enough resolution to be able to do that. So that's why I usually go between 300 and 600 DPI, because then you're guaranteed, you know, at least that much. Yeah, that one's fine. So I'll just do that. All right. So that works. Hi, Cavendish. How are you? I hope you are well. Actually, this is kind of nice because I can put the chat pop up in the other half of my screen here. So I don't even have to look at this other screen, really. Sleepy but good? Sleepy is okay. It's one of the more okay things to be. Alright, so I'm going to turn down the opacity on this, and then I'm going to lock it because I'm an idiot sometimes and I grab the wrong layer. Alright, so we're good to go on this. Lately I've been really into the pencil tool on my iPad for it. Okay. So I'm gonna need to bring this over here. And Koga-sama, I appreciate you wanting to help me, but I was in games and I do have that digital background. If anything, traditional art is more fresh with me than digital, but I appreciate you offering. So because it is 600 DPI, it's gonna be a little bit smaller of a brush than it looks like. But honestly, today's just gonna be kind of a doodle day. I'm really not wanting to do anything too finalized or anything like that. I really didn't feel like it. So, let me see here. I wanted to bring up couple building references that I just want to pull from. Oh, hello me. It's on pause. How's everybody's week? How was your week? This idea I wanted to flesh out, but I want to do a couple iterations of it because I'm not exactly like, I don't know. I did a sketch and I was like, yeah, I really like this idea, but I don't want to do it the way I drew it. So I'm gonna toy around with some other ideas. Cubert. It's true, but you can do that same thing just with layers, you know. I don't see the... You can do both. Yeah, sometimes rulers can be more trouble than they're worth, especially the fact that you can't label rulers, and it drives me nuts. And same with Photoshop, you can't name guides and rulers and all that. Anyway, so when I start on these, I do a really, really rough like version of it, right? To kind of get just blocking in. Also, holy crap, I'm not used to something this big right now. That's what she said. Seriously though, this is huge compared to my iPad right now. So I'm gonna kind of redraw what I already had on my iPad, because I blocked things out kind of where I liked them, but I don't exactly know where. I know this looks kind of dirty. It's not, I swear to God. It's a branch, okay? It's a branch. Is anybody planning on going to cons this year? I'm curious. Gabe and I got in a Dragon Con this year, but I pushed mine to next year, and Gabe might be going to Dragon Con this year to test the waters. Since I'm always usually going to Dragon Con between the two of us, because I do pretty well there. Since I'm skipping it this year, I told him, you know, hey, it'd probably be a good thing if you did it this year, because, you know, I won't be going, so it'd be a good chance for him to kind of go. So, the hardest thing about isometric anything is doing rounded stuff. So if you're doing rounded, like roofs. If you're doing anything like that, it's kind of hard to get them exactly what they would be without getting too technical. Because you could get it accurate, but man, the accuracy thing is like not really necessary. And right now it's giving me a bunch of guff. Hold on. I need to bring up more of the options. Hold up. Hold up. I don't want the Pro itself to have any of the express keys working. Yes, I know. Thank you. Oh yeah, it wants to give me gestures. Homie, I do not want gestures on this. I want it to be a basic damn tablet. I didn't even know they gave this tablet gestures. Like I said, it's been a minute. Yes, Koga-sama, I do. This is just how I like to work. I do. Thank you for all the tips. I do know a lot of digital stuff. It's just I like to do what I like to do. Like I said, I've been on Photoshop and stuff since I was 12, so I know these things. It's just what I like to do. It's okay. You can also usually set your own commands, and like on one of my old computers I used to have plus and minus, but I don't really change brush size that much, so I was like, I'd rather use those for like zooming in and out. But like I said, this computer in general we have not configured yet for any of our keystrokes or anything, so none of our hotkeys are in here yet. And that's kind of our fault, you know. I don't need this. Get this out of here. Come on, get out. No, I don't want quick access anything. Go away. But like I said, I do appreciate it. If this was like my first foray into digital art, I would be very grateful. But right now it's like, I know. I know. Yeah. Like none of my typical keystrokes are in here either, like for my shortcuts of brush versus pencil versus pen and all that junk. And I just don't know what I want to do with this. If I want to make it like a little tree, if I want to make it a bush. Oh, see, we typically work on both, but there's not a really good way to stream your your tablet, like your iPad tablet, and usually we're doing Clip Studio on that now. But there's not a really good way to mirror it easily onto your stream. You can do it, but it's, I don't know, it's annoying. So instead we just go back to doing it this way. Sidecar? Yeah, Sidecar's okay. I don't know. It comes with its own, like, programs to do it, which I trust them and they work fine, but it's like, I don't know. I kind of like that it's just using the computer itself, because this computer is, like, strictly for streaming, so we can actually load it up with, programs and stuff, and nothing lags, which is really nice because it's a dedicated computer for streaming. So, and then Gabe said he was going to start streaming again soon. I was hoping he would do it, like, tomorrow, but it doesn't sound like it. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I know I want this to have a rope going in here, going around there. I want a person in a little leaf boat over here. Yeah. Anytime you're streaming, like using your tablet or anything, I would totally have it hooked up to power, no matter what, because that happens so often. Same with streaming with your phone. And if you stream with your phone or anything like that, and you have a case that's kind of like, my case on my phone is really tight to it, this ends up heating up like crazy. And I've had it where during a stream it got so hot that it like, I don't want to say it melted it or whatever, but it got too hot where it stopped, like, working. Like, the stream actually cut out, and it froze. It was really bad. So if you've got a case, take it off during streaming, because it can get way too hot. Or maybe my crap is just crap. I don't know. And I wanted little guys. I wanted a little... I want this. Oh, this is a tangent problem. Dang. In a long while. You should. I mean, especially with how much you know, I think you could definitely, teach some people some stuff just by being you and talking with folks. Why not? This one might be too portly. It's not exactly what I want. I don't want them that big. I don't even know what kind of creature. So it's one of those things, like, I wanted to do a fey creature originally, and then I was like, you know what? If it was a fairy, like legit fairy, they have wings, man. Why would they be taking a boat? And it was one of those times I got too into the thought process of it, and I forgot to be like, oh yeah, this is fantasy. Hi, fantasy. You get to do whatever you want during fantasy. And if I want to do a little fae bunny or something, I should be able to do that. So, like, if this was a little bun, like a little mini bunny, something like that, I could do that. And then I want somebody in here. Yeah, I guess the brush is fine. And I want this person pulling on this thing. But I want to show that they're pulling on it. So I really like engineering stuff in like a fae type setting. I really like that. Like a lot. Like when you can engineer your own stuff for it. Oh, I love that. It's so fun. I think it's actually the most fun part of doing like micro worlds and fae stuff is figuring out, well, this is like our world, but what could we use on a small scale for it? Things like that. Oh, thank you, Koga-sama. I forget, did you do Journey June this year? For anybody that did do Journey June, make sure to fill out your application for the free publishing class. Gabe's going to be running that this year. I think I want to bush here. And it's weird because it's probably not a bush. It's probably just a grass tuft because it's so small. But I also wanted to use like a cattail for something, but it felt more sturdy to use an actual like stick. Actually, you're right. I like the ladybug way more. Even though ladybug can fly, let's pick something for the boat that can't fly or swim. And then the ladybug will run the shack. How about that? The application, it was on the Instagram account, like I've been putting it up everywhere, but it's also there in case I know you're not on Instagram a lot. I also did it on Twitter once, but you know me in Twitter. Sometimes I keep up with it, sometimes I don't. Oh yeah. Let's do this instead. You'll see, I don't want this notification anymore. Thank you. You jerk. Caterpillar guy? I'm done with Caterpillar guy. Big old fatty caterpillar. It's like somebody put him in this boat and shipped him off. Like, alright, Lewis, get in the boat. I don't want to get in the boat. Get in the boat. Gotta go visit your Mabel. Aunt Mabel. I don't like Aunt Mabel. Get in the boat, Lewis. Get in the boat. Hey, how you doing, Bodie? Early in the day, it's 2:30. Honestly, we've been doing like 2 p.m. streams for a while. But, it's definitely different than when I was doing them at like 7 p.m. for sure. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. How you been, Bodie? No, it doesn't make sense that he's gotta... Let's not do that. We'll have the like, drawbridge person yelling at him. Oh, yeah. I suppose. Nah, I don't like this. We'll give him dots instead. Side dots. And then, like I said, I usually end up taking the digital sketches, refining the line art, and then printing them out and watercoloring them. We're still roughing it out right now. He does, but I like to not give him any arms. The way I like caterpillars, I like them chunky. Like if I'm gonna draw a caterpillar, I like caterpillars typically 3 sections, right? Beady eyes. If they have legs, they're nubs. Like I draw nubs. And I don't draw them singular like that. I just draw them they're part of a chunk, right? And then this is how I like my caterpillars. And they're thick, and they got little smiles. And sometimes they have little things on the top, or I don't know. Pick your fancy. Like markings. I don't know. I like really, really simple caterpillars. Yeah, like little moth horns. Everything's better chunky. Agreed. Especially peanut butter. He squeezes the leaf boat because he can't swim either. It's true. He could. Let's make it a snug leaf boat. The nice thing about isometric grids is you can easily figure out how something would overlap too. So if I want, I can draw this ladybug that's out over this drawbridge thing. And he's waving. Well, he's pulling the thing. He's got to be pulling the thing, and he's like, "Hey, neighbor." I know ladybugs don't have them, but... Oh, that's cool, Koga-sama. What you got going on? I also like pill bugs, so since we can't see the back of this, maybe I'll make it a pill bug. Like an isopod. Hey. Little chunky legs. Something like that. Just a nice little hut. Doesn't necessarily need doors. I do like rope though. I'm a big fan of rope. So maybe a little rope hanging bit. Well, this needs to come in because that's not in the right spot. There we go. Cool. And this whole thing could probably be further up. I do still want cattails, but I don't know where I'm gonna put them. They're very dominant. Like if there would be a cattail, it'd be pretty big. Because that would honestly be the thing that would demonstrate scale in the picture, would be a cattail. So you would know how big things are. So I could just do a cattail there. And down here, what should this be? A little ledge. It'd be nice if there was like a little area underneath. Like, this would be dark. Can't see in there. But it would be nice to show kind of how it connects so that, you know. I like it where you're not leaving too much to guessing and, you know, you're not making it up too bad. Like, it looks functional. I like function. So So then this could go in the ground. Because this is in the ground, we could have it, like, if it's underneath the ground, maybe we show little spouts, something that show how it's anchored. I overthink things, so this is usually a nice outlet for me, is to engineer something. Well, this goes here because of this, and I'm too analytical sometimes to be an artist, I feel like. I overthink everything, and I believe because I overthink everything, sometimes it works to my favor in times like this, but not always. I've had to learn to shut my mind up when it comes to certain things, especially the fact I'm drawing fantasy. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, but that wouldn't work because of this, and this reason, and then my brain has to be like, okay, fantasy, that's a leaf boat, like, it's a boat that's a leaf. You can't get much logic from that. This caterpillar found its way into a leaf boat. Like, what are you telling people? I'm like, okay, I'll chill out. I have to tell myself to chill out. Oh, weird. What? Oh, cute. That's a good prototype, Kogasama. So it's like a ring box, but it's meant for D&D. It's really cute. Is a PC like a DM? That's very cute. No glue. That's good too. No glue is always a good thing. I want a little banner. I love banners, but it's like I want to put it. It seems like it'd be in a really bad spot if it was there. Maybe I can move it up again. Oh, Paul Jackson's Force on Folding. I don't know who that is, but it sounds like he knows his shit. I will put the flag over here somewhere, maybe. I liked it better part of the building. I'll just stick it up through it. Is he like an, what's the name of somebody who does origami as like a profession? An origamist? Origami-er? I like origamist. Not quite. I mean, isn't origami just folding? Isn't that what the word means? Let's see. I wanted this to show drawbridge or something, but maybe I'll just put some foreign language on there. Oh my god. That's crazy, because I thought, like, anytime you fold something, it's technically origami. That's crazy. It's just called folding? Like, that's it? Folding? The art of folding? So does that mean origami is literally just folding things to look like other things? Oh. I suppose he probably wouldn't want to call it origami if it is far away from that idea. Maybe it would give people the wrong impression. I could see that. Gotcha. Just got my perspective wrong on this sign. It's rudimentary perspective, and here I am doing the wrong kind. Look up Paul Jackson, see some of his stuff. Does he do watercolor usually? This says he's an origami artist. Oh my god. Koga-sama. That's his website. It says origami artist. Yeah. God, these are beautiful. He does make some great stuff. I bet his class was great. It's okay. It's kind of a obscure word, I guess. Oh, his accessories are cool. Oh, these are awesome. Just in case. I bet you've already seen these, but in case anybody else wants to see them. Oh, his hats are cute. Where did you take his class? Like on Skillshare or something? Or... Oh, he taught at your school? That's awesome. Wow. Does that mean he lives out where you live? Wow. This song is scary. I think it's not fitting the tune here. The style. Oh, I hate this one. Too much. Oh, maybe visiting. Okay, so this is made out of hay, like tied up hay. I don't know why I'm just a sucker for that all the time, but I always am. I can't explain why. I think it'd be cute if there were little offshoots of... Maybe that's too much. This all might be too close together. I don't want to muddy it up with too many things. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing that. So, damn it, where's my... I'm so not used to this setup. I'm used to my setup. Ugh. Subtool. This is what I wanted. For goodness sake. Get in there. That's crazy. That means he really had an impact. Either he was a good teacher or you're just really good at absorbing that kind of information. Either way, that's fantastic. I kind of want this to be a two-parter. This would be really cute if, like, the character's whole point was to go out on this and, like, get the toll fee from whoever is passing, and then they go back and they open up the drawbridge. Like, that would be really cute. But I wouldn't want to traditionally watercolor that. But it would be really cute. I feel like there should be rocks too. Like rocks that keep things from going into the lake. Like a barrier. Kind of like a highway. Like our highways have, you know, highish walls and things. Yes, let's see. Maybe there's little rocks here. A highway is made out of clouds? What? What do you mean? You mean a skyway? We have skyways where I'm from. Oh, it's a highway. I get it. It's a joke. In Minnesota, when I was going to school and just being down in Minneapolis, we have skyways everywhere because it gets so cold in the winter and people got to get around the city that the skyways are heated. So it was pretty cool. You know, it'd take a while though to get to a place because you'd have to go through the skyways, and it took more time than just going from point A to B, you know, but it was warm, it was cool, and there'd be like food that's in there too, so that was always neat. Little cafes and things. Kind of want something out this back way. Thought that would be cute. So I know there's a bush here, but I want to know where the ground is for this. So you don't really have to pay too much attention to the actual isometric grid itself. It's just kind of there. You know, and then when you're doing your lines or anything like that, you could also use the line tool, but if a majority of your lines are going to be hand-drawn, you'll want to at least trace the line again that's used with the line tool so it doesn't look too perfect. I know that sounds a little backwards, but you'll be happy you did it that way because it'll look more integrated with the rest of the style that you're doing it in. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Maybe it overflows. I guess we could have a little door cover here. I was thinking about putting things in there and I'm like, nah, that might be too distracting. I don't necessarily want to distract. Vista Park. Let me see if I can find you a good example of a skyway. They sound super techno, but... so... This is probably going to be a long link, but... These are all over Minneapolis, and they zigzag throughout the city. And then you don't have to worry about, like, crossing streets and things like that. Yeah. They're just little walkways that are, like, covered. In the winter, there's a lot of homeless that hide in there because it's warm. So you can, you know, give them things easier. Though, of course, they get kicked out of the more expensive places, which is sad. I wish they could find a better way to utilize that. Make little safe houses in there for homeless or something. Yeah, they're neat. I don't remember seeing many, if any, downtown Chicago last time I was in downtown Chicago. I don't know if they have them. They should really have them if they don't have them yet. So this is an idea for another painting. I think I'm just going to do a bunch of the little things like this during the stream today. It doesn't look like he's waving. That looks better. I'll probably make his hand more chubby though. Yeah. And this will be more obvious. So it's also good to turn off the grid once in a while, otherwise you won't know how actually busy your piece is. So this is a lot more calming than it looked like. And then you can detail some stuff in now. So I'd probably do final lines on this and then print it out. But I think for the moment I'll start another piece. Because honestly, I just want to have a bunch of these lined up for when I get some time. Maybe next weekend I'll paint a few of these during the stream. That'd be fun. Then you can have like kind of a process. I'll probably, no matter what, put a process stuff on my Patreon of like how they came and to be and all that. Need longer grass over here. Gabe and I watched WandaVision yesterday. Started it and finished it. And we also started Loki recently, so nobody give me any spoilers. We're only on the 3rd episode, I think. But I'm surprised at the production quality of them. They're pretty good. I mean, granted, it's Disney. I know I should have expected at least that, but you know. One of the first conventions right now that the US has had this year, or since COVID, is happening right now. and I'm really curious to know how it goes. I have a lot of friends who still don't want to go back, and including myself, I'm still a little freaked out too. But I think for a while they're going to be pretty slow going until they get back up and, you know, people are more vaccinated and stuff. Yeah, I would suppose that the cities are not only tiny, but they're kind of old, so kind of retrofitting a skyway might be kind of difficult. But yeah, you'd think, but then, you know. Yeah, we just had our second shot. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. And the next day, my arm hurt so bad. It felt like someone stabbed me and then shot electricity through the knife. Like, it hurt so bad. Today, it's a little bit better. It's still tender, but yesterday was really bad. And I couldn't even sleep on it, and I'm one of those people that's just a side sleeper. Like, I have to sleep on my side. And I can't sleep on my back at all. So once I got tired of sleeping on this side, it's not like I could just roll over to the other side. So I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep that night. It was bad. But I'm okay now. Oh, no, your second shot. Wait till you get your second shot. The second shot hurts way more than the first. I don't know why. But the second shot, like, most people say they got sick from it. We haven't gotten sick exactly. Not yet, anyway. But we got, like, pain. It hurt. It hurt so bad. The first one just felt like a regular flu shot. This one, electrical dagger. It's weird. I don't know why it was so bad. Right, Bella? Yeah, the first one was bad, but the second one I thought was just so much worse. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Unless it's maybe not fully healed from the first one and you get it in the same arm. I am kind of curious if you got it in a different arm, if it would be same sort of pain, or if it'd be different. Alright, I'm noodling this. I gotta think of another setting I want to do. So this is one. Save your progress, y'all. Save your progress. Oh, I didn't turn on the time lapse for this. Oh, I'm gonna do that anyway. You can also turn on time lapses. By the way. I'm gonna start another one. But really quick, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. I didn't realize that, Cavendish. That makes sense. I got Moderna too. Weird. Okay. Oh. Don't look in my eye. I'm fixing my contact. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Alright. What kind of place do I want to do next? I kind of want to do someplace ancient, but also not so ancient, or like maybe something built around an ancient monument. Let's see. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess depending on who it is, it's gonna be different, you know? Ancient waterfall. Could do that. Actually, I'll combine those ideas maybe. Big ol' ancient donut. Ancient water donut. I always make things too big. Let's make it smaller. Ashley. I can always size it differently later. Let's zoom in on it. I'm so used to zooming out of stuff to make it more generic or general to specific, you know, it's easier to do that. So let's do, maybe that would be the waterfall. I like my cross sections, I do. I think those are fun. This would be more here. You really can't go wrong with an isometric grid. And what would be cool is if there was underwater stuff that you could see here. But if it's a waterfall, it's constant. Ah, Cavendish. I know that feel. It sucks. Everybody does it though. I don't care how professional someone is, they're gonna draw on the paint layer sometimes. It's what happens. Maybe a little boat. Or is that kind of dark? Maybe that's too dark. Or maybe, oh, sick. Let's do something crazy. Let's say that this thing was activated by something, and then it made a waterway. Lore. Yeah. So then this continues it when you go through the donut. Go through the donut, you won't go over the falls. You gotta activate the donut. Obviously. Let's see if there will be moss and junk on the donut. Yeah. Thank you. I think it's a fun idea for sure. Stargate donut. Basically, more like it activated this extra waterway that just started manifesting. So it'll continue the water. So what it'll do is, this is water 2. So it's like it took the waterfall and made it into a drawbridge, I guess. So it's all water, but it doesn't make any sense. So this will be continuous flow water on either side. You'll kind of see some here, maybe here. Yeah. Can have the water be kind of thick. Yeah, do something like that. And then, you know, I really like doing with water this look where it's like when water has this split. I should look up more on how that happens because I want to make it look right. But like when it splits, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, tilted gravity. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Now, finally, the song fits kind of what I'm doing here. Dig it. Donut gate. No, that sounds like something bad. Portal pastry. There we go. This one I would want a watercolor, and I think I would call it a portal pastry. Good point, Koga-sama. Good point. I like it. I'm big on alliteration too, so that one was probably too easy, even for me. This isn't exactly centered either. Wonder how much I should care about that. This one I like though. This one has a story, and I like that. I also want something else happening around it. Maybe? I was thinking about just a line of rocks. Maybe not. Maybe it is just in the middle of nothing. Maybe there's another one behind it? takes away its specialness, maybe. Broken one? Maybe. No one builds donut portal. Sorry, pastry portal. It just is. Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. I don't know if I actually like a second one. I feel like it does take away its, like, specialness. I do kind of like this idea of some ancient monuments and some isometric things along with that. Let's do another one. I like that one. And I love watercoloring water. Oh, it's great. Let's see. My left eye has been like twitching for a week straight. I don't know why. It's crazy. I don't know why it's been doing that. Alright, man, nothing really beats the portal pastry, huh? Like, in terms of a shape, can't go wrong with that. Tauruses, man. Taurus. I actually drew a mouse skyway once. It's funny you mentioned that. No, I have an idea, but I just need a shape. I need a shape for the idea. Or maybe like it's a cross section of a monument. Like maybe this is, oh Lord, this is why I need to be careful. Get your ISOs right. Pyramids are pretty good. It's a solid shape. Let's see if I have it go down. Now this is where I want to make it like a little bit. I also don't like things completely centered either. It's over here. Maybe it's just a tower. Or maybe it's just this. Honestly, that might be my most used mental sentence. Or maybe this, and then finish that with something. Or maybe this. That's my brainstorming sentence. It honestly took me a long time to figure out how to sketch digitally, even though I've been a digital artist for years. There seems to be a learning curve with how people like to sketch digitally. You know, some people sketch normally, like how they do with pencil, but you really have to learn your own way of sketching digitally, because it's like, do you like to sketch with paintbrush? Do you like to sketch with the pen? Do you like to sketch with your opacity down? Do you like to erase things so it crispens your lines? Like, how do you like to sketch digitally? It's different than traditional in the sense that, you know, you use a pencil. or you use this, you know. It's interesting because there are so many options. And sketching with values. I mean, just start with an opacity brush that's like at 50% and then go with that. Like, that's more for paintings though, I feel. Like, sketching line work, something for line work versus sketching for something that's going to be a painting without lines. I feel like both of those are kind of different. You know what I mean? So like, you wouldn't want to sketch with values if you're going to eventually make it a line work painting. So depending on what you want it to be, kind of gotta know what you want to do first. I also really dig ancient aqueducts and things. Don't show me this again, you bastard. Still dig that. Oh, these are really finalized sketches though. Do you mean like draw like he draws, or do you mean sketches? Oh yeah, heated framed ink. Yeah, Gabe and I have both of them. There's a second one out now. If you like the first one, you'd probably like the second one. Gabe mentioned that on the last Journey June stream he had. That the second one came out. Yeah, we love his stuff. Maybe this would be neat, like a cove and show underwater. Oh, in the book? Yeah, the book is gorgeous. It'd be cute if this was like, it showed the under the water back here. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like if there's another cave here, then showing inside the cave what's going on. Yeah, I'm not keen on that one either. What time is it for you, Kogasama? Oh man, did anybody play Monument Valley? Remember Monument Valley? I loved that game. It was so pretty. Oh, weird. Just mentioning the time. I hope I didn't ruin it for you. You're welcome, Kogasama. It's great to see you again. Thank you for dropping by. Looking at some castles. A social thing tomorrow? Yeah, then get your sleep. Social things require a lot of brain. Lots of brain for social things. I kind of just want to make something though that's like made out of fabric. Let's see. I know it's not a very stable form of a shelter by any means, but it doesn't have to be. Until next time. Bye bye bye. I probably won't stream too long today either. Oh, this song is definitely a little bit too heavy for what I'm doing here. That's okay. Come on, man. It's like medieval Terminator. I do, yeah. I draw every day. Honestly, this is the only time I have set aside to draw for my stuff is stream days. Otherwise, I'm drawing every day. I'm drawing things for other people. I have a bunch of things I owe people on my Patreon. I have pet portraits I do. So I'm drawing every day, but not necessarily my own stuff, unfortunately. So if you do want to be any sort of kind of artist that's maybe not necessarily just hobby, because I mean, being a hobby artist is fine. You know, if you want to just use art as kind of a therapy or, you know, just for fun, that's fine. But if you really want to get good, you do have to draw every day in some facet or capacity, whatever that may be. Definitely recommend doing that. And I like doing isometric, like architecture and just stuff when I'm kind of brain dead. So my stream today, I am brain dead. This week has been very intense in terms of like what I've been doing and things like that. So I just wanted something more easy for me, more comfortable, something that's half lead, half not. So because it's got the grid, it's nice because I can just focus on the ideas and not necessarily the structure of a thing or stuff like that. But yeah, and typically my streams are traditional art. If anybody's here that hasn't been here before, I'm typically a traditional artist, and this is how I usually start my watercolors. Like I'll do them digitally and then I'll print them out on watercolor paper. So like next time, I would like to watercolor this. I think this one would be really cool. Probably this one too. But today we're just kind of making potential paintings, I guess you could call them. I'm just kind of doodling. Like I said, really, really low-key sort of day. Relaxing. Gotta relax. So I just figure I'd relax and talk to people and answer any art questions if anybody has any art questions. I used to do cons pretty regularly. I'd go to a lot of conventions. I have a Patreon. Speaking of, if anybody here is one of my curious collectors, you'll want to switch to the cheaper tier. I just made a cheaper tier, so you'll be saving some money. So yeah, do that. I also have monthly Clover cards, which are little like collectible cards that I make that have stories on the back. It's pretty fun. I have a monthly Guardian, I'll call it. It's called a Mythical Monthly Guardian. Every month you get a new Guardian that I make up, and I write a story about their mythos, their lore. It's really fun. Yeah, try using a grid. It's really nice. Just make sure you don't get too dependent on it. You know, and check your drawing every once in a while without it, that sort of thing. But yeah, no, grids are nice when you want to draw, but you don't want to think too much about the science of it, you know, like too in depth, you know, because sometimes that ruins your imagination when you have to think too hard about how something works. It's like, meh, I don't necessarily want to think that hard about it. I just want to dress something up, right? And then I'll end up going back and like doing really nice line work on these so that, you know, it works better when you've got color on it. And you don't need color either. These end up looking really kind of stylish and really, really nice when you just have ink work too. You don't need any sorts of color if you don't want to add color. You could just do tones. My typical stream, I'm doing toned paper with markers and gel pens and such. But yeah, today we're just being lazy about it. Drawing some lazy stuff. Honestly, it'd be really cute. This is gonna be stupid, and I don't care, but if this shop was run by a snake merchant, maybe he's sleeping. He's got a little stupid merchant hat. He's gonna have a little merchant hat. Looks like a nightcap. That's okay. And maybe he's got all his wares and stuff. It'd be cute if when they snore, their tongues come out. They're like... Oh, that's cute. Little snake. We'll put his wares around him. Now, what would a snake be selling? Don't necessarily need to know, but I could just put some pots around. Put one out here. Snake oil. That's not bad. I don't know what do you know what you use snake oil for? I don't even know what you use snake oil for. Like, what's its purpose? Miracle cures, that's cute. I dig that. Maybe he's wearing a really crappy shirt. Maybe it's not a shirt. Oh, that's good. So snake oil is just a term to mean like they're fake, basically. Like when somebody says you're selling snake oil, it's saying you're breathing hot air. Like it's bullshit. There you go, he's got a little shirt. And And then my brain usually wants to get on my case and be like, how do his clothes stay on? How does his hat stay on? But I have to tell myself this is fantasy and it can just be. Sometimes I'll get too wound up in wondering about things like that. What's really weird is when you get somebody like at a convention or something that comes up to you and they're like, that doesn't even make sense. And you have to tell them, you have to be like, yeah, because it's fantasy. Like, bro, of course not. You know? And what's even weirder is if you're at a fantasy con and then people are like, that doesn't even make sense. And you have to be like, are you serious right now? Are you kidding me? Do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're here because of fantasy, but you don't understand this drawing because it's fantasy? Like, it's kind of good to me. I don't know. It's funny. So when you're drawing things that are on a grid, especially an iso grid, you have to kind of look at the squares. So there's a square like here, right? And then if you're drawing something that's a circle, it fits kind of within the square. And then you kind of have to go off of that. So this is where, as an artist, if you've practiced your primitives, you know, cones and cubes and all that stuff, this part's going to be a lot more simple for you. Because you'll be, you know, used to drawing these sorts of things. So it's important, you know, to at least practice those primitive shapes and things because they do really help. Especially when you're drawing anatomy on animals, humans, what have you. Things like that. I kind of wanted to say oil, but I don't want it to be like so obvious. So I might do that later. Put it somewhere else in the piece. I know, right, Alice? How you doing? I don't know, I was gonna do a watercolor today, and then I was like, you know what? I haven't done anything digital in a second, and honestly, I was in such a doodling mood. I thought maybe people would enjoy watching me doodle. I know that's maybe, I don't know, maybe some people would. While cleaning the kitchen. Oh, well, that's great. Thank you for hopping on to listen to me. You know I love it. I love seeing you, Alice. You enjoy my doodling? Cool. Well, here, I'll show you what we've been doing. How about that? So, I just want to do things on an iso grid today because I'm a little bit tired. I'm out of it. I got my second shot like 2 days ago for the vaccine, so I'm like, And I didn't want to do anything too crazy, especially since recently I've just been working my ass off, so I just want to do some chill things. This one, I think I might watercolor next weekend. I know it doesn't look like much, but a lot of this is going to be water effects, and I totally dig it. So I might do this next weekend, Saturday. And then this little one I thought was cute. A little drawbridge toe, like, what the hell do they call it? Tollway. Like a little tollway for bugs. Anyway. I like thinking of things like that because it's just so much more adorable and simple and sweet, you know? Yep. Sometimes. I mean, it really does just depend on my mood. sometimes I'll want to do something digital and transfer it, because at least then, I'm not erasing a million times. The problem with just going straight onto watercolor paper is it doesn't always erase really well, especially with, what I use to draw on watercolor paper. It's just nicer to work out all the kinks digitally, especially because it doesn't use paper or utensils or anything like that, so that's nice. And then to just put it on the watercolor paper ready to go, and you can even do really clean line work digitally and then print that out and just re-ink it later so it looks really nice. And I like that you can do that. So I guess at my core, I really am a mixed media artist, both traditionally and digitally. Like, I love it. I love all the options you get, because it's just so good. You have so many things you can do. It's amazing. So good. But yeah, I also didn't plan on being on long today, so this kind of fits that too. Where it's like, well, I'm not going to be on too long. I can doodle some stuff. Keep accidentally hitting rotate. It's annoying. So you can see me work out all my kinks and things before I get it into the whole watercolor mindset. Oh no, Alice, go ahead. I think everybody's kind of chill today. It's been kind of a chill time in the chat, so don't feel like you're taking up. Anybody talk as much or as little as you want. It's not a big deal. I'd rather have you talk than not, so. But I do not mind lurkers. Lurkers are fine too. But I do like having people to talk to. It's the reason I'm streaming, So feel free. No question is dumb. Anything like that. What have you done this week, Alice? What's been up? Yeah, somebody suggested snake oil, which I thought was cute since it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek, answer. You were sick? No. I'm sorry. Alice, when do you plan to go back to cons? Out of curiosity, since you're kind of a regular con goer. Curious what, regular con goers plan on going back. Because I feel like the hardcore people are going back now, but, ones that are maybe casual to normal. Oh, good job, Cavendish. Are you going to share it in the Discord, or is the birthday person in Discord? So where you can't. I think it'd be cute if there's a little graphic on the up here. S is for snake. It's 2022. Yeah, Gabe and I got accepted into New York Comic Con, but I don't think we're gonna go. It's too early for being a vendor. I mean. We got accepted as vendors, but artist alley vendors. But I'm not ready. I don't know. I was at what we like to call the last con on Earth which was C2E2 in March 2022. So, it was weird, and I think I got COVID right after that. Like, usually you get sick after you go to a con plague, you know, but this felt intense. Like, I swear to God it was COVID. It had to be. And this was before lockdown happened. Like, lockdown happened officially the week after. So I'm almost positive I had it, because I was out for 2 weeks straight. It felt like a mix of the flu and mono, which was bullshit. Like, it was god awful. So it had to be. Like, it had to be. I don't know what else it would have been. It's like that flu on crack. Oh, that's okay, Cavendish. I'm sure they're gonna like it no matter what. Yeah, mono was terrible. I got it back in... Oh, when did I get mono? It was between probably 2012 and 2014, somewhere in there. And I got it, and I was at work when I started feeling the symptoms. My God. Wow. I had never felt such fatigue in my life. I was so out of it. And I ended up, if I remember right, I ended up just going straight to the emergency room. Because at the time I had insurance. And yeah, they swabbed me or whatever, and I had mono. But the intense fatigue was incredible. I've never been that tired in my life. I'm guessing, like, maybe that's what narcolepsy feels like, but it was nuts. It was so crazy. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to potentially risk that again, especially that I heard that you can get, like, COVID again. So if I had it, it might be possible for me to get it again. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Especially now that there's a new variant and whatever. Yeah, I'm vaccinated, but, you know, vaccinations only protect you so far. Especially if there's a new variant out. There's no guarantee that the vaccine has anything over it. If it's a variant, you don't know. Really, Asling? Did you know her? That's crazy. Also, hi, Asling. There's a Peru variant now. I know about the Delta variant. There's a Peru variant. Just stay home, y'all. Don't go outside. Like, Indie PopCon is happening right now. And all the pictures I've seen from it, no one's still wearing their masks. Yeah, they're vaccinated, but they're not like, apparently they had said, if you're vaccinated, you don't need a mask. However, they're not asking people or making them prove that they're vaccinated. So it could just be a bunch of unvaccinated people walking around without masks on. Like, you know, do you really have to go to a convention that badly right now? So many people want to go back to having everything normal, but it's like, I really don't know if it's time yet. Yeah, I could see that. At least, I know this is gonna sound kind of dark, but at least the exposure will go down in the winter, because no one will be outside. Not like summer, you know. But oh, that's right, Alice. Have you seen much from all that? Like, in what you're doing? What's been happening? This snake is a really bad merchant. He's asleep on the job. I'm guessing he doesn't get many people coming by because he's also a snake. So... Really? God. How do you do that? How do you, like, just deep breathing techniques and stuff like that? Ooh. What are chest wall exercises? What do those entail? Oh my god, that's awful. And then just back here, I'm gonna hint at there are other jars and things, but you don't have to see them fully. I suppose I could have little jars up here too. Little ones. Can you hear my dog barking? One of my dogs? I think I want to have like a little draped table cover. Sit to stand. Oh wow. So you have people come in there that have had COVID then? How are they typically? They don't have much stamina. Interesting. I wonder if they could build that back up. Like, you can build stamina back up over time, can't you? Slowly, yeah. I mean, I guess unless your lungs are like smoker type damaged. I don't know about that. Gotta have a jug. Gotta be a jug. Actually, let's add some handles on these. Fat little jars with handles are really cute. I think. I love fat jars. They almost look like teddy bear heads. Oh, I like that. Really? Oh, Alice, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Well, that's good news for them. Like, wouldn't a bear jar be cute? Like, you've got a, like a, first of all, those are terrible ellipses. But if you've got like a little bear jar. And the little handles are ears. Oh my god. I kind of want to make this a thing now. It's a little bear jar. Sorry, bear bottle. Oh. Bear bottle. Doing it. Cute. Oh my god. How adorable. I want a bear bottle. Dude, I should totally just sculpt these. I think people would love these. How cute. And they could each have a different, like, little tag or something on them. Like a ribbon. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. I wish they were functional, though. I don't exactly know how I'd make them functional. But if they were just little polymer clay thingies, oh my god, that'd be so cute. See, during a stream, you get to hear what I'm usually saying inside my head. What? I didn't know that. You can regenerate a liver from 60% of another liver? That's crazy. I didn't know that. So then people with liver damage, like, does that mean they can actually fix it? If they are good enough long enough? Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Look how much I'm learning on my stream today. Knowledge. Crazy. And not to mention the bear bottle. I don't like mouths. I don't like mouths on my bears. My god, that's so cute. Okay, so we got this snake. I think we should give him a little, like, tip bowl, payment bowl, something. In my fantasy world, we have the honor system. So if somebody took a bottle, they would leave some coin. Because I like wholesome shit. And this would be wholesome shit. Plus, if, like, a bird needs something, they don't want to wake up the snake. So maybe they only come by and leave their coins when the snake's sleeping. Leave your coin, take a bottle. Probably make that out of wood. Oh, I was going to show some originals I have for sale right now. But I don't have the camera hooked up. That's okay. Next week. Well, my mom died of cirrhosis, so hers had to be pretty bad. It was like she was on a liver donor thingy, and it was bad. So I think they have to really be at it for years and years and years and years. Hey, Christina! Hey, good news. I'm almost to doing Tubby's portrait, by the way. I was meaning to email you about that. Getting close. It's okay. No, Alice, it was a long time ago. Long time ago. 2006, I believe. It was a while ago. No worries. Like this, like that. Maybe tighter. But yeah, I hear you on the cirrhosis. It's bad. Like if you have liver damage from cirrhosis, I think it's really hard to fix that. Like by the time she knew she had it, there was like no fixing it. And I think dialysis only goes so far and all that stuff. How you been, Christina? When do you think you're gonna go back to conventions? I've been asking people who I know used to kind of frequent them. Because I'm set for Dragon Con 2022, but I'm not gonna probably do any this year. And I even got into New York Comic Con this year, and I think I'm just gonna be like, no. I think it's too early. Oh yeah, but Alice, let me put you on a list or something. I think you were waiting to figure out what you wanted, or did we figure that out? If we figured it out, I can just do it on a stream soon. I know you'd probably want to see the process of it. I can totally do that. I am swamped, but I'm always going to be swamped. So if you want me to fit it in, you gotta, remind me to poke me to get it in there. I swear we left off where you were like, I'm going to think about it. And I was like, okay. Because there was some little detail. I know we worked out a lot of it, but yeah, let's figure it out. I can do that. Stage 4, gave him 5-10 years. Sorry to hear that, Christina. That's hard. Yeah, when they find it late, it's tough. My parents were never the types to go to the doctor anyway, so it's kind of on them. They're they were nurses too. That's the weird thing. Debating on going in December, but I'm honestly not sure since variants keep... I know! And there's a con going on right now that I'm in Indiana that I'm freaked out is just gonna start a whole thing again. Yeah, don't forget to save. Do it up, Cavendish. Go, go, go. Do your thing. What do you want to do it about? Maybe we can brainstorm together. Yeah, that's why I have it in email and I try not to do it vocally or on stream or anything because we're just gonna forget. Oh, he made it almost 9 years. That's good. So you got enough time. Well, there's never enough time, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. I don't know how I just thought of this. I saw it, well, I kind of do. I had gourds on the mind. So like yesterday, Gabe and I spent a little bit, and I know other people do this. We're really guilty of this, but we go through like trailers and look at a whole bunch of like what shows are available and stuff on things for way too long before we decide on something to watch. But when we do decide on something to watch, it's for good. Like we're gonna watch it until we're done with it, that sort of thing. So we ended up on WandaVision yesterday, and we started and we finished it yesterday while we were working. It was really cute. But one of the things we saw was this Japanese dubbed kids movie. Well, it was English dubbed. It was a Japanese movie. And it was really weird, but it had like this animated gourd character. And now I've just got gourd on the brain. So really weird. It was cute. It seemed, though, like the graphics were pretty old. I totally forgot what it was called. But it's like this gourd made this kid eat some game pieces or something because he thought he was hungry or some crap. It was really weird. But it's like the gourd looked really good at the beginning of the movie, and then it just, like, I saw it in a different scene, and I was like, no, we can't watch this. This looks bad. Yeah, if you could. Though if it's that old, I mean, I could just draw you a Fae boy. If you want a boy or girl, whatever you want to do. Yeah, Cavendish, what kind of things do you like to do for your website? I mean, maybe we can help. I need a picture of a gourd. I don't care how many times I've seen gourds. I, like, always forget the top of them. Oh, but you know what? I want to do smoke or something. Yeah, let's do this. It's typically corked, but the cork's going to be out, so we can actually have smoke coming out of it. Yeah. Wasn't it? It was really cute. I enjoyed it. And we started Loki too, but, you know, since that one's still, you know, releasing, we can't really... Don't tell me anything. We're only on episode 3, so we need to catch up to 5, but I don't know. It's been cute. Oh, do you? Oh, thank you, Alice. The print ones or the ATCs that are like the originals? Which kind do you like? Both? Aw. I'll be doing a Patreon update next week with the Dandikin ones, the originals that I've been doing. The Dandikin have been amazing at giving me time to work on stuff. They have been absolutely wonderful, all of them. I'm so lucky, blessed, whatever you want to call it, to have them be so patient and understanding of everything I gotta do. So I'll have a bunch of those ready to put in the Patreon post. And I took a lot of progress pics so I can turn them into an animation. So that'll be nice. I like doing those. I don't know. Do you like those, Alice? Do you like seeing the progress, like animated progress shots? I like providing them. I don't know if people actually like them, but I like doing them. I think that's an easier way to show, like, from pencil to, you know, next stage to final stage. I would hope people like them. Oh. Well, Alice, one did open up, but since I'm swamped, I kind of closed it. But if you're serious, the next time I get time and I think about opening one up, I'll come to you first. If you're serious about that, I can totally put you in the queue as the next one up. Now that I know you're interested, yeah. You got it. I can do that. Just gotta get back on my schedule with some of this other stuff, because the Curious Collector tier, I don't know if you read the updates for that, but if you're on Curious Collector Physical and you're at the $8, join the new tier that's on the $6, because I'm actually getting rid of buttons and magnets, and it's just gonna be the story, the Guardian's Gift horoscope fortune thing, and then the stickers. So, no, the physical aren't going away. Like, they're still there. They're just not buttons and magnets. I just don't want you to be, you know, paying if you don't want to pay that much. Yeah, so they're sticking around, but I had to get rid of the buttons and the magnets because they take so long. And I'm super sad about it, honestly, because I really like making the packages and things. So now I can at least ship them in envelopes instead of the boxes. I mean, I've been doing the boxes since, you were one of the first ones on that tier. So you've seen all the iterations of them. So it's been a hot minute. But yeah, I've been doing those since 2018. There's been 32 Guardians since then. I counted the other day. I thought that was crazy. So I've got enough now for a book, which is nice, but I don't have the time to make the book yet. I have enough for a book, though not enough to make a book. Hi, Serenity. How you doing? Happy Saturday. But yeah, I really actually love packaging things. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I love shipping things. I love packaging things. So for me, it was really fun. Every month I packed like 50 plus orders. So that was always really fun for me. But I just don't have the time now. I'm so sad about that. So I really want to, but say lovey. Alice, since you're kind of on the fence about what you want, I mean, I haven't done my human fae that aren't stylized in a long time. So if I were to give you a fae now, I feel like it'd be closer to my chunky fae style. That's usually on the calendars I give out. So it's up to you though. Oh, that's right, the bonsai fairy. I remember that. I'm so glad you like the bonsai fairy. That one was really fun. I got lucky. Like, you have so many things that you like that are so fun to draw. You do? Oh man. You were such a lovely fan. Thank you, Alice. So I know I said I had like 20 pet portraits left until I was basically caught up, and I forgot that when I said caught up, it was like before 2021, so that just means like, oh, I'd still be on time for the ones I got in 2020. So now in total, I have probably around 35 still. So I'm still going, still trying to get through them. We'll get there. Oh, thank you, Alice. I love that. Okay, so there's a gourd. Let's do another gourd next to it. Maybe a bigger gourd. Since I'm not sure about this one, I'm going to add a layer because I don't know if I want it even. I'm going to tilt it, actually. I'm going to have it be one of these gourds. Of course, here I am drawing things too big again. Oh, star tool. I don't want any stabilization right now. I love the stabilizer tool, but only when I'm doing like really solid line work. If I'm not doing solid line work, the stabilizer is awful to have on. Until I know what I'm going to do for line work, I don't want it to be on. Actually, I might make the smoke go a different way too. God damn it. So it doesn't play into this other one now. Oh, Esling. It's only because I'm okay with like making something go away. If I don't like it, I'll be like, and I'll just get rid of it. And I mean, sketching digitally just takes a while to get used to, because you have to figure out how to sketch digitally the way you like to sketch, and that can, you know, that's a style in itself, so it can take a little bit. I hear you, Cavendish. What about your website though? What are you gonna do for that? I mean, what do you do on your website typically? You know what? I don't think these usually have hair on them. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh man. I just saw one of the leaves that these have. Shit. They are so cute. Let's... Oh my god. Ready to live vicariously in a gourd? I know I am. Here we go. I'm gonna hollow this out. You know, it's weird, but my grandpa was an architect. And sometimes I feel like that side of him comes out in me in ways like this. Like, I feel like if I showed him, if he were around still, I was like, Grandpa, look at my gourd building. I wonder if he'd be proud. That is a nice gourd, you know, that's like building. I don't know. I thought it'd be cute. Cass Art, hi! Thank you for the raid. I see, Cavendish. Well, what do you think about this week? What do you feel? How was your stream, Cass? You have a good one? Let's do a curly gourd top. Usually I work traditionally for everybody here who's kind of new. You can find a lot of my stuff here. And typically on a relaxing day like this, I would just be doing like a watercolor painting. But I wanted to show people when, you know, before I do some of my watercolors, I like to do them digitally. Just so I can then ink them really nicely and then print them out. And today was all about showing people how to do the isometric grid. So this one was a cute little, like a tollway for bugs. I do this sort of stuff a lot when I do my watercolors. This one was kind of an ancient, like you go through the monument and then the waterfall has like a drawbridge of water for boats. That one I'll probably watercolor next weekend on Saturday. And this one we've got a snake merchant. He's got some snake oil jars, pots, bottles, what have you. And then while I was doing this one, I was like, man, that looks like a teddy bear. So I got this idea to do a bear bottle. And I really want to do a bear bottle. I might sculpt it or something. I just thought they were so cute. And then we've started this gourd piece here. Oh, thank you! If you ever want a grid, like an ISO grid, I honestly just jacked this from Google Images. What you'll want to do is type in isometric grid. Isometric grid. I had 10 years in the gaming industry, so I like to do what almost look like gaming assets sometimes. Anyway, isometric grid, images, go to tools, size, and then large, and then grab your, preferred grid here. And I mean, if you're not selling the grid or anything like that, you can just use these, bring them into your piece, and then, use it to make your piece. Some of the grids are just squares. Let me see if I can find one. This one's just squares. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, so the one I chose was this one, because I'll show you the difference. So this one is just squares. Each one is just a little square, right? And these ones are squares that have a line through them. See that? It's the same grid, except there's just vertical lines through all the squares. So the reason you'd pick this one over this one is because this one has lines to follow vertically that are nice for doing a lot of architecture. And at the moment I was like, oh, I really want to do some buildings and stuff, so here we are. But that's one way to go get one. It's on YouTube, so I started the grid. Oh my god. Well, okay, here's the funny thing, Alice. The mere mention that you even say that is crazy, because this month the Guardian is a bottle Guardian. And I'm doing that because I'm retiring the buttons and the magnets. Buttons and the magnets, and they're made to look like a bottle, right? So I thought it was fitting that because I'm quitting the buttons and magnets, that a bottle Guardian would make sense. So maybe I should do the bear Guardian. I'd have to think of how to make that work. But yeah, it was gonna be a bottle Guardian. I just didn't have what it looked like yet. So that's a little bit on the nose. That's crazy. Yeah, it is a nutty coincidence. Wow. Maybe I'll just put a little duder right here. Oh man, maybe further out. Maybe like right here. Maybe just somebody's chilling. Oh, maybe it's a fae. Let's add some wings. It's a fae now. Fae is canon. Let's see. How do I want those wings? I typically like dragonfly wings on my fae, but sometimes I'll switch it up. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. And since I'm just blocking this out, I'm not going to put in like crazy detail or anything. But no, that's a bit too suggestive. Thought it would be cute if it was hanging its feet over the sides. I actually like that more. Yeah. So I think the idea with sketching, kind of like this, is the fact that you can get rid of and try new ideas quickly. So that comes with just doing it a bunch. Draw every day, try to make, know when you're making something you like anyway really quickly, So like if you're feeling it, if you're like, yeah, this is good, then that's good. If you're not, you'll feel basically right away that it's kind of weird. And you're like, I don't know. If you've got the, I don't know feeling, then no, switch it. You want to be like 100% about all the stuff you're doing. So, here we go. Do some legs. Do, maybe this one's straight out. Maybe it's not as chunky as the other one was. Stream games. Yeah, man. I feel you. Oh no, Alice. Laugh coughing. Oh man. Yeah, if you're not feeling it, get rid of it. Alright. Yeah, I think you might be right, Alice. Well, this is the inside of the gourd. Like that's the outer core of it. I don't know if it's the only part of doing sketches during a stream that's kind of hard because I know what I'm seeing, but I don't know if other people see what I'm seeing. So it's kind of problematic, I guess. So it's almost like I have to draw a little bit more clear than I would if it was just me kind of effing around. So maybe just darker outlines would help with that. Maybe I could just draw the leg up on this one. I just wanted this fairy to be chilling, but every time I try, it looks like it's trying to be like, hey, come and get it. It's like, I don't necessarily want my fairy to be saying, come and get it right now. Nah, that one's pretty not suggestive. I'm done with it. Maybe they're relaxing. They're like, ah, yeah, shade. Then I think the shade, this would have shade here, shade there. Pretty sure. And if I wanted to, I'd probably just put some gradients going on in here, which I guess I could do. For this one, since this seems like it would be very lighting heavy compared to the other sketches I was showing earlier, sometimes it's nice to do some mock lighting on your piece. So, where are my settings? I'm not used to this computer's settings for stuff. Sub 22. Nope, that's not what I want. I want color set? Color slider? No. Where are the gradient options here? Up here? No. See, this isn't my setup. Mine has it set up. Well, tell you what, for the moment, we'll do it this way. There you go. Easy enough. It's a sketch, you know? This is how you do sketches. You do them rough. I try to merge a lot just so, you know, it's a sketch. It's not supposed to be crazy awesome or anything like that. Cute. I forgot to eat breakfast. I'll definitely eat something. Cavendish, are you the type to get moody when you haven't eaten? I know I am. I turn into just a crazy bee. Crazy bee woman. No, my iPad's right here. Typically I use it on here, but I thought to give you guys a better view of what I'm doing, I'd use it on the computer. So yeah, the reason I don't have any of my hotkeys set up or my tools are all over the place, they're not where I would put them. Yeah, it's a mess. Hopefully if I do another digital stream, I'll fix that. But for the moment, I'll just have to next go export my workspace and all that from my iPad one. Yeah, you like it? It's fun, isn't it? It feels so much more natural. I mean, it feels natural on the computer too, but I don't know. I really like it on the iPad. Especially once you get used to drawing both on the iPad and like traditionally, it's super nice. It's daunting at first, but I feel like it's kind of necessary. Also, I think I have to make this one bigger. Hold on. This little gourd. This little gourd. Gonna blow them up. It's the other nice thing about doing all your paintings first digitally. It's too small, so I can size it up. I mean, I was looking at the fairy, and I was like, oh, it's a little bit big. It needs to fit through his front door, right? Or they do. Oh. Oh, whoops. How did I... Yikes. I accidentally cut it. Duplicated it instead of cut it. My bad. Okay. Yeah, you get irritable. Yeah, I feel that. I hear you, bro. I hear you. So that one feels a bit better scale-wise, so we'll keep that. Maybe have another leaf down here. And I want to do, I think a window. I want to do a window down here. Maybe 2 windows. It'd be cute if there was like a flower box, maybe? This is what I do. I take things too close to the edge all of the damn time. Oh, Lappa! You have a Twitch now? Did you always have a Twitch and I didn't know? Hi! Oh man, yeah, do your drawing too. Oh man. Hi, hi, hi. Why isn't it giving me my damn tapering? Bastard. Whatever. Gabe's feeding the dogs. Bruni's trying to get in on the food action. He's yelling at him. It's funny. Poor guy. Oh, you know what? I was gonna draw flowers here, but I kind of want to draw a pill bug. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Those who know me know I love pill bugs and caterpillars and all the things. He's sleeping. Personally, I think fairies would have them as well as caterpillars as pets. I think pill bugs would be like mice or cats, and caterpillars would be like dogs. I did a fairy piece back in like 2017 or something of a fairy that was eating lunch, and a caterpillar was trying to take her lunch, and I was like, oh my god, they're so dogs. They would so be dogs, because fairies would probably be eating like plants and stuff, and that's what caterpillars eat. So it just made sense to me. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I could. It's true. I wonder if it'd be hard to tell though if it was like here. Actually, maybe just having a... that might be getting too busy though. Yeah, I don't know. Believe me, I want to. I just don't want to make things too busy. Still not crazy about this area. I kind of want to just cut it like this. And then have the... Maybe I will. Maybe it doesn't need a leg here. Maybe it just needs one leg. Yeah, I like that a bit more. Anybody here who's a curious collector, make sure to change your tier if you want to get in on the cheaper tier. If you stay at the tier you're at right now on Patreon, it's just gonna keep charging you the $8, and if you want to give me like a $2 tip every month, that's basically what that's gonna do. But the buttons and the magnets on Curious Collector tier are going away. Everything else is still there, but the other ones are going away. You'll still get your Guardian though every month. It's just going to be in an envelope instead of a box. Oh wow, really? Oh my god. I keep doing that. Pill bug eating a flower. In that case, maybe I'll make it a caterpillar. I don't know why the idea of a pill bug eating a flower is bothering me, but let's see. Or maybe a leaf. How about a leaf? So flower is going to be huge at this scale. He's gonna fall out the window. He's too fucking fat. Fat, chubby thing. I need to make him a bigger, like... I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the pill bug or do you like the caterpillar? I feel like the caterpillar's too big for this window. Yeah, the caterpillar's too big. Sorry, y'all. I like the idea, but the caterpillar's too big. It's like the pill bug is a kitty. So maybe I can just put... I'll put a caterpillar outside. So the cat's over in the window, let's say. And we'll make a little stable here for the... or a dog house for the caterpillar. I'm kind of not even following the grid at this point. Would be... yeah. The grid might have just been messing me up more for this one. Though I don't... it should be a leaf. Then he'd be eating his own station. I guess this gourd could be caterpillar's home. Caterpillars have little nubbin hands, so it's like I gotta figure out how to get their nubbins in there. Bunny pillars. Maybe this will be just... Alright, I'm probably gonna end the stream soon just because I've done a bunch of sketches. And I am hungry. Yeah. Hungry. Anybody want to talk about anything before we end it? least I got a lot of material here I could paint then going forward. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like that, Alice. Thank you. Smoke looks organic because it is organic. Don't think too much about it. Smoke is kind of a living thing, so here I am thinking about it too much. Okay, it's almost better to just not look at it and just like... Yeah, that's not bad. I don't like how big it gets though. I'll probably fade it off when I actually do the piece, but yeah. Well, I'm glad you like it. It'll probably end up being like a gel pen look to it. Oh, let's see. Well, I could put this other leaf in here, because it looks like these things have a few leaves. Oh, and for those of you who are any tier of my Patreon, I will be uploading the last of my Journey June story and time lapse, because I know some of you thought it was neat that I was doing the entire story time lapse, so you can actually watch that and see like everything I'm thinking while I'm sketching it. So that'll be up probably this weekend, I want to say, because I don't want to put it up next week since other things are going up next week. I don't like to flood your inbox, but you know. For those of you who came to watch me today, thank you. I love talking with you and hanging out. It's really the only kind of interaction I get, in all honesty. So, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. There we go. So, depending on which one I want to paint next weekend, I'll take one of these sketches then, and I will do final line work on it. So I've got something nice to paint. Autosave. I love autosave and I hate it. It drives me nuts sometimes. Alright. Let me just check right now and see if we can raid anybody. Oh, my buddy Bees is streaming. Let's see what he's doing. I gotta wait 20 seconds, good lord. Just jumped on the table, started licking the bacon grease. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh, Nick. He made himself at home, didn't he? Oh, Oh, he's not there. Dang it. He must be on break. Let's see. Claire? Who's this? Do I know this person? Oh, this is pretty. Though she doesn't look like she's there either. Maybe everybody's taking a dinner break. Yeah, what? All these people that I've got that are live are on break. Oh, that's crazy. Well, the 3 people I checked aren't even at the seat. Oh god. Okay, well, I'll go over what we did real quick during the stream. We used an isometric grid for a lot of these. We have a tiny tollway, I'll call it. It's a pill bug and a caterpillar. You don't say. And he's running the show, and the caterpillar's on his way. And then this one was like an ancient relic that activates a water drawbridge. In all honesty, I might make this a clover card, probably for August, because I love the story here, and I'm really inspired right now to write a story about this. So my clover cards on my Patreon have stories that accompany the illustrations on the back. So I think I might do this one for August, because I'm deep into this idea right now. And then we did this snake merchant, which for some reason this is damn huge. We're going to shrink this a bit because it doesn't need to be that big. So this one would be, I think, a really cute one to paint. And we thought a bear bottle, because this one right here reminded me of a bear. So I drew a bear bottle, and now I might do something else with this. Because how can you not when you think of a bear bottle? And then we've got the gourd fairy, which this one I dig too. I'm just thinking of the lighting on this one. This one would be really fun for lighting. So anyway, oh good, Alice, I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Serenity. Thank you, Cavendish, Serenity, Lappa, Alice. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, I'll see you next Saturday, I guess. Gabe's gonna start streaming it at some point. I don't know when. He hasn't given me a day. Just watch his Instagram. I'll make him post about it. Whatever. But yeah, until then, next weekend we will be watercoloring one of these. I promise. Promise. So stop by next weekend, 2 p.m. CST, and we'll do it then, alright? Yeah, have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye.